Right, good evening. We have been discussing partnership lesson. Lesson 10, that is the last lesson, grade 12. There are 16 lessons we have discussed on the level. And there are 4 organizations we have discussed: sole proprietorships, partnerships, company, as well as not-for-profit making organization. Already we have discussed lesson 6, sole proprietorships, lesson 10, partnerships, as well as lesson 8, not-for-profit making organization. Also we have discussed. Think what there are 4 organizations, as well as there are 3 types of business available: service business, trading business, manufacturing business. 3 types of business and 4 types of organization. In accounting, we are going to provide information. In accounting, we are going to provide information so that we have to prepare financial statement. Therefore, we are going to discuss how to prepare financial statement each and every organization. It may be sole proprietorships, it may be partnerships, it may be company, it may be not-for-profit making organization. Therefore, already we have discussed there are 3 organizations: sole proprietorships, partnership, and not-for-profit making organization. We have discussed already. We have to discuss further company lessons. That is a lesson 12, relevant for grade 13. And think about trading business we have discussed, as well as service business. I have discussed some example in the partnership lesson. Service business also. And manufacturing organization also we have discussed, lesson 7, manufacturing business. Today I'm going to discuss some example relevant for not-for-profit making organization. Very important this lesson also in the examination purpose. Separate marks available, second paper, and MCQ paper also. There are 3-4 questions available MCQ paper relevant for this lesson. Right, think about not-for-profit making organization. Main purpose is not for generate profit. Therefore, you have to know how to prepare financial statement. First one, try to get idea about the business. Think about main. There are 2 types of business available. First one, profit making organization, as well as not-for-profit making organization. Profit making organization, not-for-profit making organization. Profit making organization, those are the sole proprietorships, partnership, and company. Not-for-profit making organization. Example, sport club. Example, sport clubs. Basic part I have discussed. All the theory part I have given separate notes. Think those are the example: sport clubs, NGO, and welfare society. Think about main purpose is not for generate profit. Therefore, sales and purchase normally not available. The meva supermarket wage kohen hari purchase kala විකුණන දෙයක් නෙවෙයි කරන්න බලන්න. Social activities. Main income, membership fee. Main income. But think about profit making organization, main income is sales. But not for profit making organization, main income is not sales. Main income, membership fee, as well as donation, admission fees, those are the normal income available in the not-for-profit making organization. Right? First one, think about sport clubs. Lesson එක පටන් ගන්න කලින් හොඳට බලන්න ස්පෝර්ට් ක්ලබ් එකක් පොඩ්ඩක් මතක කරගන්න. ක්ලබ් එකක් ඇතුලේ මොනවද තියෙන කියලා බලන්න චුට්ටක්. Sport ground available, then sport equipment available, pavilion available, swimming pool available, gym available, members available, and employees, security persons, then electricity expense available, rent expense available, water bill available, and telephone expense available, managers available, canteen available in the sport clubs, sport festival available. Therefore, those are the things available in the not-for-profit making organization. Like profit making organization, asset available, liability available, income available, expense available. Therefore, our duty in accounting, we are going to provide information. Therefore, you have to know how to provide information if it is given not for profit making organization, non-profit organization. Main purpose is not for generate profit. Main purpose is not for generate profit. Therefore, you have to know how to prepare financial statement for not for profit making organization. Right? Normally, as a financial statement, we have to prepare income statement. It is called income and expense accounts. Income statement, as well as cash account available, cash accounts, normal cash accounts, as well as statement of financial position. And if it has given canteen, if it has given restaurants, its profit and loss should be calculated separately. Therefore, you have to prepare separate income statement for restaurants also. Restaurants. I think what those are the things we have to prepare as a financial statement. Very important, membership fee, subscription income. Therefore, you have to know how to recognize subscription income. That is the main income, not for profit making organization. There are two types of members available, normal members as well as life members. ඔනෝගොල්ලෝ තේරුම් ගන්න try කරන්න ඕනේ normal membership fee වලට මොකද අපි කරන්න ඕනේ and life membership fee how to records. Normal members available as well as life members available. And think about life membership fee also separate account you have to prepare. I will discuss some example relevant for life membership fee also. And not for profit making organization, there is no owners. Therefore, equity not available. Think about profit making organization, sole proprietorship, partnership and company, equity available. But not for profit making organization, there is no owners. Therefore, equity not available. We have to recognize as an accumulated fund. එකතු වෙච්ච fund එකක් තියෙන බලන්න. අයිතිකාරෝ නෑ මේවල. Therefore, assets minus liability equal equity, but in this lesson cannot be recognized as equity. On equity වලට මේ පාඩමේ අපි equity කියලා කියන්නේ නැහැ. Reason, there is no owners. Owners ලා ඉන්න තැනක තමයි equity එකක් තියෙන්නේ. But not for profit making organization, there are members. Therefore, equity equal in this lesson accumulated fund. You have to prepare separate statement for calculate accumulated fund. Assets minus liability. Think about accounting equation. Assets minus liability equal equity. But in this lesson, equity equal accumulated fund. අපි equity කියලා identify කරගන්නේ නැහැ. Reason, there is no owners in not for profit making organization. Owners not available, members available. Therefore, equity equal in this lesson accumulated fund. Therefore, you have to know how to prepare, how to calculate accumulated fund also. Then think how to prepare cash account, normal cash accounts, all the cash receipts available debit side, all the cash payment available credit side. Then this is income statement, income minus expense. Think sales minus cost of sales not available in this lesson. Main purpose is not for generate profit, social activities. Income minus expense. Think about subscription income, life membership fee, donation. If it has given restaurants, eat profit and loss. Sometimes it has given admission fees. Those are the things should be considered as income minus expense. Normal expense, electricity expense, rent expense, depreciation, water bill, manager salary, security person salaries, those are the expense. Therefore, income minus expense, it is the profit. If it is not for profit making organization, but think about sole proprietorship, partnership, sales minus cost of sales, gross profit plus other income minus expense, but not for profit making organization. Example is sport clubs. In the A-level paper, separate question available. 20 marks. As well as MCQ paper, it has given there are 3-4 questions relevant for this lesson. Therefore, very, very important. දැන් ගොඩාක් ළමයි මේ පාඩම තේරුම් ගන්න නැත්තේ ප්‍රැක්ටිකලි හිතන්නේ නැහැ මේ වගේ බිස්නස් එකක් ගැන. ඕගොල්ලෝ ලේසි මේ පාඩම තේරුම් ගන්න අර ස්පෝර්ට් ක්ලබ් එකක් මතක් කරගන්න. ඒකේ තියෙන පැවිලියන් එක ගැන හිතන්න, ස්පෝර්ට් ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එක ගැන හිතන්න, මෙම්බර්ස්ලා ගැන හිතන්න, swimming pool, gym, then coaches available, security persons available, employees available, therefore salary we have to pay, then electricity expense, rent expense. This is also like profit making organization. Assets, liability, income, expense, equity available. Equity equal in this lesson accumulated fund. Main income, membership fee. It අමතරව තියෙනවා donation, admission fees. Then if it has given restaurants, it's profit and loss. Sometimes it has conducted sport festival. Then sometimes ground rent outs. Sometimes it has given swimming pool service provided for non-members also. Therefore, think about income related for not for profit making organization. Therefore, you have to know කොහොමද අන්තිමට තේරෙන්න ඕන how to prepare income statement and how to calculate accumulated fund. If it has given restaurants, how to calculate its profit and loss. Then, right, those are the things we have to prepare as a financial statement. Mainly income statement, statement of financial position, then think about subscription, normal members as well as life members. Then think how to record donation. Donation also can be divided by 3 parts. Normal donation as well as special donation, as well as sometimes it has given donation received for created fund. Fund එකක් create කරලා තියෙනවා අන්න ඒකට donation හම්බෙලා තියෙන පුළුවන්. And entrance fees available, admission fees. The member කෙනෙක් club එකට ඇතුළත් වෙනකොට අපි charge කරන බලන ගානක් membership fee එකක්, admission fee එකක්. Therefore, you have to know how to record. Our duty, we are going to provide information. How to provide information? By preparing financial statement. Therefore, in the not-for-profit making organization, as a financial statement, you have to prepare income statement, statement of financial position. And you have to know how to calculate accumulated fund. You have to prepare separate statement for that also. Assets minus liability. If it has given restaurants, its profit and loss should be calculated separately. For that, you have to prepare separate income statement. Then think how to record donation, admission fees like that. Right now, see the question number 1. Basic part I have discussed already. Today I'm going to discuss some example relevant for not for profit making organization. Think question number 1 on අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම වෙනවා subscription income, membership fee. Question number first one, think about relevant for subscription income, membership fee, that is the main income. ඒ කියන්නේ දැන් members ලා නේ ඉන්නේ club එකේ. ඒගොල්ලෝ අවුරුද්දෙන් අවුරුද්දට හරි මාසෙන් මාසෙට හරි membership fee ගෙවනවා. That is income. In the club point of view, membership fee received amount should be considered as income. දැන් ප්‍රශ්නේ වෙන්නේ සමහර members ලා ගෙවන්නේ නැහැ. සමහර members ලා වැඩිපුර ගෙවනවා. එන දවසේ ගෙවනවා ඊළඟ මාසෙටත් එක්ක නැත්නම් ඊළඟ අවුරුද්දටත් එක්ක. Therefore, subscription is income. Some members not paid for this financial year. Therefore, those are called subscription receivable. As well as some members paid for next financial year also. Those are called subscription received in advance. Therefore, try to recognize subscription in arrears. That is subscription receivable. Assets. ඒ කියන්නේ සමහර members ලා මේ අවුරුද්දට ගෙවලා නැත්නම් ඒව අපිට හම්බෙන්න ඕන. income එකක් හම්බෙන්න ඕන කියන asset එකක්. Those are called subscription in arrears or subscription receivable. ඒතර සමහර members ලා ගෙවනවා ලබන අවුරුද්දට එක්ක. Those are called subscription received in advance. Liability. There are 3 things you have to know. First one, subscription is income. Second one, subscription received in advance is a liability. And next one, subscription receivable is assets. Therefore, there are 3 parts you have to know. Main income subscription, Now think question number 1. It has given Exat Sport Club had 900 members as at 31st March 21. It has given number of members, 900 members available. Number of members 900, as well as given membership fee also. You have to apply accrual concepts. When we are going to recognize income, cash received or not, for the year value should be considered as income. Number of members available 9,900, and annual membership fee per member is given 20,000. Our accounting period end of the year 31st March 21. Then given subscription received in advance. Think about subscription is a membership fee. Received in advance is a liability. 31st March 20 mean previous year closing date. Previous year closing balance became this year opening balance. Therefore, this is a subscription received in advance. Liability. As well as given subscription received in advance closing balance also. 31st March 2021. And given subscription in arrears 31st March 20, as well as subscription in arrears 31st March 21. Arrears mean receivable amounts, assets. Opening and closing balance is given. 31st March 20 mean previous year closing balance, and previous year closing balance became this year opening balance. And given subscription received in cash also. It has given subscription written off during the accounting period. Subscription written off like a bad debts. Some members, some members la digatama given naththam අයින් කළා දානවා. Therefore, subscription written off is a expense. Try to recognize subscription in arrears as well as subscription received in advance and subscription written off, as well as how to recognize subscription income. Subscription is a main income. Right, prepare the subscription account for that. Those are the normal members. There are two types of members available, normal members as well as life members. Normal members la කියන්නේ හැම අවුරුද්දෙම membership fee එක ගෙවාගෙන යනවා. Therefore, membership fee is income. Some members not paid for this financial year. Some members paid for next financial year also. Therefore, try to recognize subscription in arrears as well as subscription received in advance and subscription written off, as well as number of members also given and annual membership fee also given. By using those information, can we calculate subscription income? Right, prepare the subscription accounts. Here, subscription account, T accounts. Subscription is income accounts. Subscription is income accounts. Then take the balances. It has given subscription received in advance as well as subscription in arrears. First one, take balances opening and closing. No need to prepare separate ledger account for subscription in arrears and subscription received in advance. No need to prepare separate ledger accounts. Only you have to prepare subscription income accounts. This is subscription accounts. Right now, take the balances. First one thing, subscription received in advance is a liability. 31st March 20. Those are the previous year closing balance. Previous year closing balance became this year opening balance. Therefore, this is the opening liability. Subscription received in advance. Take that value as a balance brought forward credit side. As a balance brought forward credit side, value equal 290. Opening liability. Think about 31st March 21 our accounting period. Therefore, 31st March 20 mean previous year closing balance became this year opening balance. As well as given subscription received in advance 31st March 21 also, that is a closing balance. Subscription received in advance closing balance 130,000. That value balance carry down from debit side to credit side. Therefore, as a balance carry down, debit side to credit side, 130,000, and that value should be included as a balance brought forward credit side. Think how to record subscription received in advance as well as subscription in arrears, opening as well as closing balance. Then next one, it has given subscription in arrears. Subscription in arrears mean assets. That is a receivable amount. Given 31st March 20 as well as 31st March 21 value. 31st March 20 mean opening balance. 31st March 21 mean closing balance. Therefore, subscription in arrears, opening balance equal 320. Debit side as a balance brought forward. Therefore, as a balance brought forward, debit side value equal 320. As well as given subscription in arrears closing balance also 420. Closing balance carried down from credit side to debit side. Subscription in arrears closing balance 420. Balance carried down from credit side to debit side. Therefore, debit side that value should be included as a balance brought forward. Think how to record opening, closing balance, subscription. That is the main income. Then given subscription written off during the accounting period. Again, written off එක අපි කරන්නේ දිගටම members ලා සල්ලි ගෙවන්න නැත්නම් අපි අයින් කළා දානවා. Therefore, think what debit side available subscription receivable amounts. මෙන්න මේ debit side එකේ තියෙනේවා හම්බෙන්නේ නැති වුණොත් තමයි අපි written off කරන්නේ. Think subscription receivable amount available debit side, think what this value. අන්නේ අපිට හම්බෙන්න තියෙන ගාණ බලන්න. ඒවා දිගටම ගෙවන්නේ නැත්නම් අයින් කළා දානවා. Therefore, if it has given subscription written off, it should be recorded credit side of the subscription accounts. Debit පැත්තේ තියෙන එක අයින් වෙන්න නම් credit කරන්න ඕන. Therefore, subscription account credit and subscription written off account debit, double N. Therefore, subscription account should be credit, written off 140,000 as a subscription written off. What is the double entry? Subscription written off account debit, subscription account credit. Therefore, subscription account credit as a written off. As a written off. That is expense. That value should be included under income statement as expense also. This is like a bad debts. Debtors ලගින් සල්ලි හම්බෙන්නේ නැතිකොට bad debts විදිහට කපනවා වගේ. Members ලා එක දිගටම සල්ලි ගෙවන්නේ නැත්නම් අයින් කරලා දානවා. Therefore, subscription account credit, subscription written off account debit. That value also should be considered as expense. As expense. Now think they ask what is the correct answer for subscription received in cash. Think requirements. They are subscription received in cash. They are subscription received in cash during the accounting period. They ask during the accounting period subscription received amounts. And here it has given number of member and membership fee. Number of member and membership fee is given. Therefore, you have to apply accrual concepts. Based on accrual concepts, as a subscription income, you have to consider cash received or not for the year value. Therefore, this is the way you have to calculate subscription income. Therefore, subscription income. As an income, you have to consider based on accrual concepts. Cash received or not. Think number of members available 900 and annual membership fee is given 20,000. Therefore, this is the value should be considered as income based on accrual concepts. Based on accrual concepts, therefore, think value equal 18,000. 18 million. You have to consider as an income. Cash received or not. Based on accrual concepts, they ask cash received amounts. Therefore, subscription income. What is the double entry? Income statement credit, subscription account debit. Income statement, it should be included under income. Therefore, for the year value, double entry, subscription account debit as an income statement. As an income statement, subscription account debit 18,000. Think how to record for the year value. That is income. it should be included income statement under income. What is the double entry? Income statement credit, subscription account debit. Now, by closing subscription accounts can be recognized subscription received in cash. There's subscription received in cash there's. Right now, close the subscription accounts. Take the debit side total amounts. Take the debit side total amounts. Therefore, debit side total amount equal 18,450. Take that value credit side 18,450. Difference value as a cash. There's received in cash during the current period. Received in cash. From that value, this value deduct these three values. Double entry cash account debit, subscription account credit. Now take the answers. 18,450 minus 420 as well as minus 140 minus 290. Therefore, as a subscription received amounts 17,600. What is the double entry? Cash account debit, subscription account credit. Therefore, as a cash. Now there's subscription received in cash. Therefore, think cash received amount how much? Think how to calculate for the year value also. As an income, you have to consider number of member into membership fee based on accrual concepts. Then this is a value received in cash. Therefore, there's subscription received in cash. Think how to record financial statement, those kind of information. First one, subscription income should be included under income. Income statement under income. Subscription written off under expense. And cash account debit, it should be recorded cash accounts. And closing balance should be included financial position. Debit side available subscription receivable, that is subscription in arrears under current assets. And credit side available subscription received in advance under current liability. Think closing balance should be recorded financial position. Closing balance should be recorded financial position. And opening balance also given. Think opening balance debit side available, that is a subscription in arrears. And credit side available opening balance, subscription received in advance. Opening assets and liability should be included under accumulated fund calculation. You have to prepare separate statement for that. Don't know that තේරුම් ගන්න ඕගොල්ලෝ closing balance record කරන්නේ කොහෙද? Opening balance record කරන්නේ කොහෙද? And for the year value as well as written off amounts and received in cash. Those are things we are going to provide information. Separate question available in the error paper. Therefore, think practically how to disclose main income subscription. Therefore, here available information relevant for subscription, all the information. Subscription or other, all the information available here. Next one. Think question number second one. Second one I will discuss after question number 3. From the beginning, I'm going to discuss question number third one. After that, I will discuss question number second one. Read carefully question number third one also. Question number third one. Same information, but there is a small difference. A small difference. Think question number third one. Following information is relevant for Dilenatharu Sport Club for the year end 31st March 21. මේ ගණන් වල තියෙන difference එක තේරුම් ගන්න try කරන්න. Given subscription received in advance, previous year closing balance became this year opening balance. And subscription received in advance, closing balance it has given 31st March 21. Our accounting period end of the year 31st March 21. Then given subscription in arrears 31st March 20, that is opening balance. Arrears mean assets. As well as given subscription in arrears as at 31st March 21, that is a closing balance. Receivable amounts. And in this example, it has given subscription received in cash. ඔන්න පළවෙනි ගානත් එක compare කරනකොට මේකේ තියෙන වෙනස තමයි subscription received amount is given. And given subscription received written off also. But make a subscription income. Number of members not given, membership fee per member is not given. Therefore, subscription income for the year is not given. But it has given subscription received in cash. Think question number first one, it has not given subscription received in cash. But number of member and membership fee per member is given. Think here e-commerce. What is the correct answer for subscription income? Now they are subscription income. Question number first one, think compare with question number first one and third one. First one, it has given subscription number of member and membership fee, but not given subscription received in cash. In this example, not given number of members as well as membership fee, but given subscription received in cash. Therefore, you have to prepare subscription accounts. Prepare the subscription accounts, T accounts, that is a membership fee accounts. Main income subscription, main income. Therefore, here subscription accounts, record given information. It has given subscription received in advance 31st March 20. 31st March 20 mean previous year closing balance became this year opening balance. Therefore, should be recorded credit side as a balance brought forward. As a balance brought forward. And given subscription received in advance closing balance also 420. 31st March 20 mean closing balance. Received in advance is liability. Therefore, balance carry down from debit side to credit side. Balance carry down from debit side to credit side. Therefore, credit side as a balance brought forward. Value equal 420. Then given subscription in arrears. Subscription in arrears is assets. Given opening and closing balance. That is a subscription receivable amount. 31st March 20 mean previous year closing balance became this year opening balance. Debit side as a balance brought forward. Debit side as a balance brought forward. Subscription in arrears value equal 370. And closing balance also given. Closing balance asset balance brought forward debit side, but balance carried down credit side. Think how to record opening closing balance. Therefore, balance carried down from credit side to debit side. Just given subscription in arrears closing balance 290. 290, it should be included debit side as a balance brought forward. 290. Opening closing balance should be recorded from the beginning. There are more members available. Then ප්‍රශ්නේ වෙන්නේ club එකේ members ලා ගොඩක් ඉන්නවා. සමහර members ලා ගෙවලා නැහැ. සමහර members ලා වැඩිපුර ගෙවලා. Some members paid only for this financial year. Therefore, it has available subscription received in advance as well as subscription in arrears. Now it has given subscription received amount during the accounting period. See what this one subscription received amount during the accounting period 7,260. Record values in thousand. What is double entry? Effect for cash increase. Therefore, cash account debit, subscription account credit. 7,260. 7,260. Subscription account credit as a cash. Cash account debit, subscription account credit. As was given, subscription written off during the accounting periods. Members la දිගටම අපිට ගෙවන්න නැත්නම් අයින් කරලා දාන්න. Written off. මෙන්න මේ receivable කියලා debit පැත්තේ තියෙන බලන්න. අන්න ඒගොල්ලෝ තමයි අයින් කරන්න. එහෙනම් අයින් කරන්න නම් credit කරන්න ඕන. Therefore, it has given subscription written off 120,000. It should be recorded credit side. What is a double entry? Subscription written off account debit, subscription account credit. That value should be considered as expense. Therefore, written off should be recorded credit side as a written off. As a written off should be recorded credit side. Right now, close the subscription accounts. Now they are subscription income. Paper sometimes they are subscription received in cash, sometimes they are subscription income. Think about in this example, not given number of members, not given membership fee, but by closing subscription accounts, subscription income also can be recognized. Therefore, now credit side increase. Take total amount of credit side. Take the total amount of credit side. Therefore, credit side total amount equal 8,520. Take that value debit side, 8,520. Difference value as income statement. Difference value, this one minus these two value. Take answer here. Minus 420 minus 370. That is the value should be considered as a subscription income. 7,730. Here description as an income statement. Income statement. Therefore, this is the value should be included income statement as income. Now think where we have to disclose. When we are going to prepare financial statement. Then මේවා කොහෙද අපි දාන්නේ කියලා බලන්න ඕනේ. This value subscription income should be included income statement and income. Subscription written of this value, income statement and expense. And cash received amounts, cash account debit. Closing balance should be included financial position. Subscription receivable under current assets. Subscription received in advance under current liability. As well as opening assets and liability, those are relevant for accumulated fund calculation. Assets minus liability. Opening balance should be included. You have to prepare a separate statement for that also. For calculate accumulated fund. It is equal equity. But in this lesson, cannot be used as equity. We have to use as an accumulated fund. Normal members. Now think about question number second one. Or the question number 1 වලින් කියලා දෙන්න ඕනේ. Think about 1 and 3. It has given subscription received in advance and subscription in arrears. Opening, closing balance. Then subscription written off. Then subscription received in cash as well as subscription income. Definitely available in the payroll paper. Reason, this is main income of the not-for-profit making organization. Right now, think about question number second one. Also same information, but given base difference. දීලා තියෙන විදිය විතරයි වෙනස් බලන්න. Same information. It has given following information related to subscription of associated club for the year end 31st March 21. Given composition of subscription received in year 2020 and 21. ඔන්න අපිට සල්ලි හම්බෙලා තියෙන විදිය දීලා තියෙනවා බලන්න. Subscription received amount it has given. Our accounting period 20 and 21 periods. It means end of the year 31st March 21, beginning of the year 1st April 2020. And given subscription received for last year. 19 and 20 mean last year. 20 and 21 period mean this financial year. And 21 and 22 period, that is the next financial year. Therefore, this is a subscription received in cash during the accounting period. And given opening closing balance, 31st March 21 closing balance, 31st March 20 previous year closing balance became this year opening balance. Given subscription receivable, those are called subscription in arrears. And subscription received in advance. Opening balance it has given, but closing balance it has not given clearly, but it can be recognized. Think our accounting period 20 and 21 period. Our accounting period 20 and 21 period. Therefore, it has given subscription received during the accounting period 20 and 21 period. Subscription received amount is given. Think it is included subscription received amount for last year. This is the last year. Think about this one. This is last year And this one 20 and 21 period. This is this financial year. Our accounting period 20 and 21 period. Beginning of the year 1st April 2020. End of the year 31st March 21. Think about this one, very important. It has given subscription received amounts for 21 and 22 period. This is the next year. Therefore, for next year also subscription received. Therefore, this is the closing balance subscription received in advance. It has not given clearly. Think of accounting period 20 and 21 periods. End of the year 31st March 21. Beginning of the year 1st April 2020. Therefore, accounting period 20 and 21 period, but given subscription received amount for next financial year also. That is the subscription received in advance closing balance. It has not given clearly. Thus, what is the amount of subscription income recognized for the year in 31st March 21? In this example, it has not given subscription written off. Right, prepare the subscription accounts. First one, record given information. Subscription accounts. Subscription accounts. Given opening and closing balance, as well as subscription received in cash also given. One may පාඩම ලේසියෙන් ලකුණු ගන්න පුළුවන් පාඩම. ප්‍රැක්ටිස් එකෙන් තමයි රියලයිස් වෙන්නේ. පුළුවන් තරම් ගණන් හදන්න බලන්න. Right. 31st March 20 mean previous year closing balance became this year opening balance. 31st March 21 closing balance. First one, record given information balances, opening and closing balance. First one, take the balances, opening and closing. Subscription in arrears, those are the assets. As well as subscription received in advance, those are the liabilities. Right. It has given subscription receivable, opening balance debit side 220. Assets. Therefore, should be recorded debit side as a balance brought forward. Value equal 220. Think this value. And closing balance also given 510,000. Subscription receivable assets. Balance carried down from credit side to debit side. Therefore, balance carried down. Value equal 510. And it should be included debit side as a balance brought forward. Value equal 510. As well as given subscription received in advance also. Subscription received in advance, it has given opening balance. And closing balance is not given clearly. Subscription received in advance, opening balance, it has given 280. But closing balance, it has not given clearly. Therefore, first one, record subscription received in advance, opening balance. Opening balance, credit side as a balance brought forward. As a balance brought forward, credit side. Value equal 280. As well as it has given, think closing balance is not given clearly. Closing balance but it has given composition of subscription received in cash. It is included subscription received amount for next financial year 21 and 22 period. Our accounting period 20 and 21. But during the accounting period, subscription received amount received for next financial year also. Value equal 620. That is a subscription received in advance closing balance. Liability. Balance carried down from debit side to credit side. Balance carried down from debit side to credit side. 620. It should be included balance brought forward credit side. Balance brought forward credit side 620. It has not given subscription written off, but subscription received amount can be recognized. Cash account debit, subscription account credit. Think subscription received during the accounting period. It has given for last year, this year, as well as next financial year. Those are the subscription received amount during the accounting period. All three values received during the accounting period. For last year, for this year, for next year, take total value as a subscription receipts 450,000 and 10,550,000, take values in thousand and 620. Therefore, subscription received during the accounting period equal 11,620. Our accounting period 20 and 21 period. But received during the accounting period for last year, this year, next year, all three value received in cash during the accounting period. Double entry, cash account debit, subscription account credit. Therefore, subscription account credit side should be recorded 11,620. Very, very important thing. You have to consider all three value. All three values should be considered as a subscription income. All three values. Right now, by closing subscription accounts, can be recognized subscription income. Right, take the credit side total amounts. They are subscription income. Therefore, credit side increase. Take total amount of credit side. Therefore, credit side total amount equal 12,410,000. Take that value debit side and difference value as an income statement. Therefore, minus 220 as well as 620. Therefore, as a subscription income, difference value equal 11,507,000. Therefore, this is the value should be considered as income. Therefore, here as an income statement. Income statement. Therefore, they are subscription income for the year end 31st March 2020. As equal 11,507,000. Therefore, question number second one, answer. Second one. Those are the main income of the not-for-profit making organization. Try to recognize subscription received in advance as well as subscription in arrears, subscription written off, as well as subscription recognized amount as income. Main income subscription. Right now, I'm going to discuss full question. Now I'm going to discuss all the information. How to prepare income statement, as well as how to prepare how to calculate accumulated fund, as well as how to prepare subscription income, how to record donation, all the part available at more the question number fourth one. Question number 5. Question number fourth one I will discuss later. I think about question number 5. ඔන්න පුළුවන් තරම් අල්ල ගන්න try කරන්න. හොඳට අහගන්න මම කියන දේ දැන්. මේ පාඩම ලේසින් අල්ල ගන්න පුළුවන්. ප්‍රැක්ටිස් එකෙන් තමයි රියලයිස් වෙන්නේ. මේ ගාන ඉවර වෙනකන් හොඳට අහගෙන ඉන්න. අයින් වෙන්න එපා මේ ගාන ඉවර වෙනකන්. එතකොට තමයි බැරි අල්ල ගන්න. දන්න ටික අල්ලගෙන යන්න. ඊට පස්සේ ඉතුරුව අඩුපාඩු පොඩ්ඩක් මාක් කරලා තියන්න පස්සේ බලමු අපි. Right, question number 5. It has available all the information. Question number fourth one I will discuss later. Right now, try to recognize how to prepare income statement, how to calculate subscription income, how to calculate accumulated fund, as well as how to prepare statement of FAR also. All the information available here. Right, question number 5. ඔන්න හොඳට තේරුම් ගන්න try කරන්න. අතාරින්න එපා ඉවර වෙනකම්. Right, question number 5 බලන්න. Cash account it has given Sinhalese Sport Club. Sport Club for the year end 31st March 21. It has given cash accounts. You know how to prepare cash accounts. Debit side available all the cash received amounts and credit side available all the cash payments. Think debit side opening balance it has given, admission fees available, cash opening balance. Opening assets and liability should be included accumulated fund calculation. Admission fees, normally you have to consider as income. Then given subscription collection during the accounting period for last year, this year, next year. That part we have discussed already. You know how to prepare subscription accounts. And donation, normal income. As well as it has given ground higher income. On අපි ගාව තියෙන sport ground එක 6කට දීලා sport festival තියන්න වෙන කට්ටියට අපිට income එකක් හම්බෙලා. All the income should be included in income statement. Think how to calculate profit and loss of the not for profit making organization. Admission fees income, donation income, and subscription you have to prepare ledger accounts, and ground higher income also income. And opening cash balance, that is the opening assets. Opening assets and opening liability should be included accumulated fund calculation. Now see the credit side. Salary available, telephone expense, electricity expense, insurance expense, all the expense should be included income statement also, and given fixed deposits, that is assets. It should be included financial position, as well as you have to calculate FD interest also. Next one, rent expense, water bill, security charges, then function expense, printing and stationery, print and stationery expense, and transport expense. Closing balance sheet is given. All the expense should be included income statement. All the income should be included income statement. Assets, liability, closing balance should be included financial position. Closing balance. Opening balance also given. Opening balance should be included for calculate accumulated fund. Right. This is the cash accounts. හොඳට අහගන්න මේ ගාන. එක ගානක් තනියෙන් බලන්න. හොඳට මොකද ගණන් කියලා. ඊට පස්සේ ආපහු දෙපාර තුන් පාර හදන්න. එතකොට මේ පාඩම සම්බන්ධයෙන් අයිඩියා එකක් එනවා අපිට. Right. Question number additional information. Given there are 4 additional information. First one, it has given opening and closing balances. 31st March 20 mean opening balance, and 31st March 21 is a closing balance. And given opening as well as closing balances. Opening balance should be included accumulated fund calculation, and closing balance should be included financial position. Given opening as well as closing balance. Opening and closing balance is given. Right, opening balance it has given bank loan, thing liability. It has given percentage also. Therefore, you have to calculate loan interest also. And is for ground available asset. Then subscription receivable and subscription received in advance. Subscription receivable mean assets. Subscription received in advance is liability. Given both opening as well as closing balance. And accrual electricity. If it has given accrual or prepaid expense, you have to prepare separate ledger account for electricity expense also. Cash account, it has given credit side electricity paid in cash, but income statement should be included paid or not for the year value. Therefore, electricity expense for the year should be calculated by preparing electricity expense accounts. On accrual expense and prepaid expense, you have to prepare separate ledger account for expense also. Accrual or prepaid balance එකක් නැත්නම් expense account හදන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. Paid amount equal for the year value. දැන් මෙතන මේ accrual තියෙනවා කියන එකේ තේරුම තමයි paid amount is not equal for the year value. Paid amount available cash accounts, but income statement should be included for the year value. And given sport equipment cost value as well as accumulated depreciation. Opening balance sheet is given. Think annual depreciation also. And pavilion also given cost value and accumulated depreciation. Opening balance, but financial position closing balance should be included. You have to consider annual depreciation also. Additional second one, sport equipment and pavilion should be depreciated on 10% based on cost value. it is relevant for annual depreciation calculation. Think annual depreciation should be considered as expense also. As well as accumulated depreciation, closing balance should be included financial position. Closing balance, opening balance plus annual depreciation. Therefore, annual depreciation can be calculated. It has given opening balance, but financial position should be included closing balance. Pavilion also, sport equipment also. Then think additional third one. If the subscription amount receivable for previous year is not received during the accounting period, should be written off as expense. Therefore, you have to find out subscription written off also. That part I will discuss later. Think subscription written off available, but value is not given. And next one, fixed deposit was opened on 1st October 2020 for 5-year period. Think how many months available during the accounting period. Therefore, fixed deposit is not available entire year. It is relevant for fixed deposit income calculation. From 1st October 2020 to 31st March 21. Think how many months available fixed deposit. It has given cash account credit side, deposited value is given. But when we are going to calculate fixed deposit interest income, try to recognize how many months available during the accounting period. Therefore, it has given deposited date also. Right. Those are the normal information available in the sport club. ප්‍රමාණය මේ පාර පේපර් එකෙත් මේවා තමයි දෙන්නේ. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ තේරුම් ගන්න try කරන්න ඕනේ opening balance කොහෙටද අපි දාන්නේ, closing balance කොහෙටද දාන්න ඕනේ, then how to prepare income statement and how to prepare statement of financial position and how to calculate accumulated fund. ඔන්න මේ information තමයි තියෙන්නේ සාමාන්‍ය club එක. Now think about requirements. Requirement first one, they ask accumulated fund as at 1st April 2020. Think 1st April 20 opening balance. Opening balance they ask. Accumulated fund equal equity. Equity can be calculated assets minus liability. Therefore, opening assets minus opening liability equal opening accumulated fund. Therefore, you have to consider only opening balance for calculate accumulated fund opening balance. Our accounting period end of the year 31st March 21. But they ask accumulated fund 1st April 2020. Only opening assets and liabilities should be included. Second requirements, income statement of the SSC Sport Club for the year end 31st March 2021. There's income statement. Therefore, income minus expense. As well as there's third requirements, statement of financial position they ask as at 31st March 21. Statement of financial position. Think about 31st March 21 they ask only closing assets and liabilities should be included. Opening assets and liabilities should be included. Accumulated fund calculation. And all the income and expense should be included. Income statement of the sport club. Those are the things we have to prepare as a financial statement for not for profit making organization. Then හොඳට බලාගෙන ඉන්න කොහොමද ගාන හදන්න කියලා. That this is the way you have to prepare format. From the beginning, you have to prepare format for calculate accumulated fund as well as profit and loss should be calculated. For that, you have to prepare income statement. Therefore, this is the way you have to calculate accumulated fund. On an accumulated fund, හොයන විදිය බලන්න. Assets minus liability. Assets minus liability equal equity. There's equity 1st April 2020. Therefore, 1st April 2020 means opening balance. Opening assets minus opening liability should be included. Opening balances. Assets minus liability. On an opening balance, assets minus liability equal equity. In this lesson, equity equal accumulated fund. Then there's income statement. This is the way you have to prepare income statement. Income minus expense. SSC Sport Club income statement for the year end 31st March 2021. Our economic period end of the year 31st March 21. Therefore, income statement 31st March 2021. Disclose values in 1000. Therefore, here values in 1000. Rupees 1000. Income minus expense. Therefore, income should be included from the beginning. Think sales and cost of sales not available. Sales and cost of sales available trading business, but not for profit making organization is not trading business. Social activities, but income and expense available. Then go sport club bolat balana income and expense තියෙනවා බලන්න. Membership fee available, donation available, admission fees available. Sometimes it has given ground rent income, swimming pool provide income, as well as expenses available. Profit and loss should be calculated. Our duty, we are going to provide information. Therefore, think how to calculate profit and loss. If there is a profit, we have to write as a surplus. If there is a loss, we have to consider as a deficits. Profit and loss කියලා අපි ගන්නේ නැහැ. Reason main purpose is not for generate profit. If there is a profit, we have to write as a surplus. If there is a loss, we have to write as a deficit. Then there's financial position also. Therefore, this is the way you have to prepare format for financial position. Normal financial position. Normal financial position. Therefore, this is a format. Think non-current assets. Name of the business XSC Sport Club. Statement of financial position as at 31st March 2021. Our economic period end of the year 31st March 21. Therefore, disclose values in 1000. Disclose values in 1000. Non-current assets, cost, accumulated depreciation, and net book value. Then current assets. Then think about equity and liability. In this lesson, equity equal accumulated fund. Therefore, accumulated fund should be disclosed here. Then non-current liability as well as current liability. Non-current liability and current liability. Bank loan available should be included under non-current liability. But subscription received in advance, accrual expense under current liability. Therefore, this is the way. Think what very important. Think what we have discussed partnership and proprietorships on a method equity part. If it is partnership here, capital account and current accounts. But think about not for profit making organization. Accumulated fund. Opening balance should be calculated. For that, you have to prepare format. Therefore, opening balance and plus surplus. If there is a deficit, minus. Think what how to disclose equity of the not for profit making organization. Those are the requirements. Think financial position. Think income statement. Income minus expense, as well as there's accumulated fund opening balance also. You have to prepare a separate statement for that. It can be calculated assets minus liability. Right now, start from the beginning. First one, try to complete accumulated fund. First one, try to complete accumulated fund. Only opening assets and liabilities should be included. Opening assets and liabilities should be included. Opening balance. It has given opening balance. Additional information, first one. Additional, first one, it has given opening balances. Therefore, opening balance should be included. Statement of for calculate accumulated fund. Think about opening balances. Assets minus liability. Additional, first one, it has given opening balance. As well as it has given from the beginning cash accounts. Cash account also opening balance available. Cash also assets. All the opening assets and liability should be included. Accumulated fund calculation. Therefore, think cash opening balance equal 800,000. Assets should be included. Accumulated fund calculation. Opening assets minus opening liability equal opening accumulated fund. Therefore, opening balance 800,000. It should be included. Accumulated fund calculation and asset as a cash. Opening cash balance equal 800,000. Therefore, values in 1,000 only 800. Think opening assets minus opening liability can be calculated accumulated fund. Now move to the additional information one. Additional, first one it has given. Opening balance 31st March 20 mean previous year closing balance. Those are became this year opening balance. Think 31st March 20. Those are the opening assets and liability. Therefore, statement of FAR should be include those information. Those are the opening assets and liability. Should be included statement of FAR. Accumulated fund calculation. Think assets minus liability. Think about bank loan liability. Therefore, this one liability and sport ground assets. Subscription receivable assets. Subscription receivable assets. Think assets minus liability and subscription received in advance liability. Think opening balance you have to consider. Accrual salary also liability. Accrual salary and sport equipment as well as given accumulated depreciation. When we are on records, net book value should be recorded. Net value should be recorded. Very important. Net value. Think about cost and accumulated depreciation is given. Therefore, cost minus accumulated depreciation. Net value should be recorded. Accumulated fund calculation. Pavilion also same way. Pavilion also given cost value and accumulated depreciation separately. Therefore, net book value should be recorded after deducting accumulated depreciation. Those assets. On a mulim opening assets and liability should be included. Accumulated fund calculation. Assets minus liability. If it has given cost and accumulated depreciation separately, very important. Net book value should be recorded after deducting accumulated depreciation. That is, the value should be recorded. And think pavilion also given cost and accumulated depreciation separately. Net book value should be recorded. That record from the beginning. Bank loan is liability, but sport ground is assets. Subscription receivable assets and subscription received in advance liability. Actual electricity liability and sport equipment as well as pavilion, those are assets. Now record those information. Statement of accumulated fund calculation. Bank loan should be included under liability side. Bank loan value equal 3,000. Record values in 1,000. is for ground assets. Only opening balance is for ground is for ground is assets. Is for ground is assets. Ground value equal 20,000. Then given subscription receivable also assets. Subscription receivable also assets. Value should be included first column. Subscription receivable 500. Opening balance should be recorded. And subscription received in advance liability. Subscription received in advance. Subscription received in advance. Subscription received in advance. Opening balance equal 200. Record values in 1000. Then next one, accrual electricity also liability. Accrual electricity also given 200 under liability. Accrual electricity. Accrual electricity value equal 200 liability. And thing sport equipment as well as pavilion. Given cost value and accumulated depreciation separately. Very important. Opening balance. Sport equipment and accumulated depreciation is given. Net book value should be recorded as sport equipment 30,000 minus 12,000. Net value should be included. Pavilion also same way, cost minus accumulated depreciation, net book value. Record it under assets. Sport equipment, cost minus accumulated depreciation. Think cost value equal 30,000 minus accumulated depreciation 12,000. Think opening balance net book value. Therefore, 30,000 minus 12,000 equal 18,000. As well as pavilion also given cost and accumulated depreciation separately. Therefore, pavilion also under assets. Net book value should be recorded. Cost value equal 8,000. Therefore, 8,000 minus accumulated depreciation 3,000. Take net book value 5,000. This is the way you have to prepare accumulated fund calculation. Only opening assets and liabilities should be considered. Those are the things keep in mind. And if it is given cost and accumulated depreciation separately, net book value should be recorded. Net value. Now take the total assets minus total liability equal accumulated fund. Take assets total value. Take the asset total value as well as liability total value. Assets total value equal 44,300. Assets minus liability. Then take the liability also. Liability total value equal 3,400. Then take assets minus liability. That is the accumulated fund opening balance. Therefore, opening balance equal 40,900. Only opening balance should be included. Therefore, this is the opening equity. Onapi equity කියලා කියන්නේ නැත්තේ bonus ලා නැති නිසා. Sport clubs වල ඉන්නේ members ලා. Therefore, equity equal in this lesson accumulated fund. Only opening assets and liabilities should be included. Those are the things keep in mind. If it is given cost and accumulated depreciation separately, net book value should be recorded after deducting depreciation. Therefore, this value should be included financial position 40,900. 40,900 should be included financial position. Record it under accumulated fund as an opening balance. as opening balance under accumulated fund. Second columns value equal 40,900. Then profit should be added here. Profit equal surplus. If there is a profit, surplus should be added. If there is a loss, deficit should be deducted. Then closing balance can be calculated. On opening balance එක හොයාගන්න විදිහ. Right now, if it has given closing balance, think additional first one given closing balance also. All the closing balance should be recorded financial position. Think closing balance. It has given subscription, receivable, subscription received in advance, and accrual electricity. 31st March 21. Think subscription receivable under current assets. Subscription received in advance under current liability. As well as accrual electricity also under current liability. Closing balance, if it has given clearly, should be included financial position also. Right now, record it. Closing balances should be record financial position, subscription receivable under current assets, but subscription received in advance and accrual electricity under current liability. Recorded financial position if balances given clearly. Under current asset as a subscription in arrears or subscription receivable. Subscription receivable. Subscription receivable closing balance it has given 900. Value should be recorded second column. As well as given subscription in arrears, as well as accrual electricity also under current liability. Subscription received in advance and accrual electricity should be recorded second column. It has given subscription received in advance 750 and accrual electricity closing balance it has given 700 liability. If it has given closing balance should be recorded financial position also. Now start from the beginning again. Now think about bank loan. Opening balance it has given 3 million. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ බලන්න loan එක ගෙවලාද නැද්ද? ගෙවලා නම් cash account එකේ credit පැත්තේ තියෙන්න ඕන loan කියලා. Think cash account credit side. As a loan it is not available. What's the meaning? Loan is not paid. Therefore, loan should be included under non-current liability also. Loan under non-current liability. As well as it has given interest rate, you have to calculate loan interest also. Loan interest also not paid. Therefore, it should be considered as an accrual loan interest also. Think loan is not paid. Loan is a liability. ගෙවලා තිබුණොත් cash account එකේ තියෙනවා. Credit side එකේ. But cash account credit side not available as a loan. It means loan is not paid. Therefore, loan should be included under non-current liability. As well as you have to calculate loan interest, it should be included under expense. And it has not paid under current liability as an accrual loan interest. Try to calculate loan interest. Loan interest, try to calculate workings. Loan interest. Therefore, loan value is given loan interest. Based on loan, it has given loan value equal 3 million. Calculate values in 1000. And loan interest rate is given 15%. Loan available entire year. Therefore, interest value equal 450. දැන් මේකට මොකද්ද කරන්න කියලා බලන්න. loan එකට මොකද කරන්න ඕන කියලා හිතන්න ඕන. interest එකට මොකද අපි කරන්න ඕන. First one, loan should be include non-current liability. Second one, loan interest based on accrual concepts, paid or not, it should be included income statement under expense. As well as interest also not paid. දැන් අපි කොහොමද හොයාගන්නේ ගෙවලා නැහැ කියලා? cash account credit side එක බලන්න. Credit side available payment part. එහෙනම් මේක අපිට loan interest කියලා නැහැ. It means loan interest not paid. Therefore, this value should be included under current liability also. Then bank loan එක අපි ඉවර කරනවා. First one, bank loan should be included non-current liability. Second one, loan interest should be included under expense. As less loan interest also not paid, therefore should be included under current liability also as an accrual loan interest. Record it as a 15% bank loan under non-current liability 3,000. Financial position under non-current liability as a 15% bank loan, second column 3,000. As less loan interest is not paid, as accrual loan interest under current liability, as accrual loan interest, as accrual loan interest 450. As less income statement under expense as a loan interest, same value. Paid or not, we have to consider as expense. As a loan interest, as expense, we have to consider 450. Thing paid or not for the year value should be considered as expense. On a bank loan එක ඉවරයි. බලන්න දැන් opening balance closing balance අපි ඉවර කරන්නේ additional first එක. On a loan, think how it records. Now think is for ground. Opening balance recorded accumulated fund calculation. Then ground එක විකුණලා නැත්තම් it should be include financial position also. Opening balance also 20,000. If it has not disposal, මේක විකුණලා නැත්තම් මේක තමයි closing balance එක වෙන්නේ. It has not given ground disposal. Ground එක විකුණවුවා කියලා කොහෙවත් කියන්නේ නෑ බලන්න. එහෙනම් විකුණලා නැත්තම් closing balance also equal 20,000. Therefore, sport ground under non-current assets. Sport ground should be included under non-current assets. At the same time, think about sport equipment and pavilion also. Think sport ground is not disposal, not change. Should be included under non-current assets. At the same time, think about pavilion as well as sport equipment, also not disposal, not change, should be included financial position. Also, closing balance also same value, but accumulated depreciation, those are opening balance. Therefore, you have to calculate annual depreciation also. From the beginning, cost value should be recorded. ඒවා විකුණලා නැත්තම් වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Opening balance became a closing balance. Therefore, should be included financial position also. ඔන්න අපි opening balance මුලින් record කරා. Accumulated fund හොයන තැන. If it has not given disposal, closing balance also same value should be included financial position also under cost. Record it. After that, I will discuss accumulated depreciation under non-current assets. Sport ground. Sport ground. Sport ground. As well as sport equipment, it has given sport equipment as well as pavilion. Cost value is not changed. Reason it has not given disposal. Cost value should be recorded first column. Cost sport down 20,000 and sport equipment cost value equal 30,000. As well as pavilion cost value equal 8,000. Cost value is not changed. But think accumulated depreciation here should be recorded closing balance. Closing balance should be recorded. Annual depreciation also should be considered now. It has given depreciation rate. Now try to calculate annual depreciation. It has given depreciation rate also. At the same time, think about additional second one also. Additional second one, it has given sport equipment and pavilion should be depreciated 10% based on cost value. Sport equipment cost value 30,000 and pavilion cost value equal 8,000. as well as given accumulated depreciation opening balance also. Right, first one try to calculate sport equipment depreciation. Sport equipment depreciation. Sport equipment depreciation. Sport equipment depreciation. Sport equipment cost value equal 30,000. Based on that value 10%. Annual depreciation should be considered as expense also. As well as pavilion also available based on cost value 10%. Try to calculate pavilion depreciation also. Pavilion depreciation. Pavilion depreciation. Pavilion cost value equal 8,000. Based on that value 10%. Therefore, pavilion depreciation equal 800. Then annual depreciation should be included in income statement as sport equipment depreciation and pavilion depreciation. Income statement under expense, as well as thing it has given accumulated depreciation opening balance. Accumulated depreciation sport equipment opening balance 12,000 plus 3,000. Annual depreciation also should be added now. Therefore, plus closing balance should be recorded financial position 12,000 opening balance plus annual depreciation. As well as pavilion also 800. It has given pavilion depreciation 3,000 opening balance and plus 800. 800 plus think closing balance. Opening balance equal 3,000 plus 800. Closing balance equal 3,800. As well as accumulated depreciation sport equipment. Opening balance think about 12,000 plus 3,000. Closing balance equal 15,000. Annual depreciation should be included expense. And financial position as accumulated depreciation, closing balance should be recorded. Given opening balance, annual depreciation also effect for closing balance. Therefore, sport equipment closing balance equal accumulated depreciation 15,000. And pavilion accumulated depreciation closing balance equal 3,800. Should be include financial position closing balance. But think cost value is not changed. Cost value is change when disposal hari purchase hari tibuno. But it has not given purchase or disposal. Therefore, cost value not change. But accumulated depreciation closing balance should be calculated. Annual depreciation also should be added. Then annual depreciation should be include income statement also. Record it under income statement as expense. As expense, sport equipment depreciation. Sport equipment depreciation. Sport equipment depreciation. Sport equipment depreciation value equal 3,000 and expense. As well as pavilion depreciation. Pavilion depreciation. Pavilion depreciation value equal 800. Annual depreciation should be included under expense. As well as should be recorded financial position also. As accumulated depreciation closing balance. Think sport ground is non-depreciable assets. But think about sport equipment. Accumulated depreciation opening balance equal to 12,000 plus annual depreciation 3,000. Closing balance equal 15,000. And pavilion accumulated depreciation opening balance 3,000. Annual depreciation 800. Therefore, closing balance 3,800. Then at the same time, net book value also can be calculated. Therefore, think cost value, think accumulated depreciation. Annual depreciation also should be added. It has given opening balance. Then take the closing balance. Cost minus accumulated depreciation. Take the net book value also. Therefore, this one minus this one here will be equal 4,200. Now take the cost total value. Try to complete property, plant and equipment. Take cost value total amount also. Cost value total amounts. Take total amount of cost value. Cost value and accumulated depreciation total value. Therefore, cost value total amount equal 58,000. And accumulated depreciation total value equal 18,800. Then calculate net book value. Total amount equal 39,200. It can be calculated cost minus accumulated depreciation also. Think how to disclose non-current assets. Right. Now think about additional first one we have been discussing. Bank loan we have discussed. As well as sport ground we have discussed. And sport equipment as well as the pavilion we have discussed. Now think about subscription. It has given receivable and received in advance, opening, closing balance. You have to prepare subscription accounts. And given subscription received amount also during the accounting period. Think cash account debit side. It has given subscription collected during the accounting period for last year, this year, next year. I have discussed subscription account how to prepare. As well as additional third one relevant for subscription written off. Subscription written off relevant for additional third one. Therefore, you have to prepare T account for that. For calculate subscription income. Given opening closing balance, that first one prepare the subscription accounts. Subscription account, T account for that. We are going to calculate subscription income. Prepare T accounts. And take the opening closing balances also. Take the opening and closing balances. T account for that as a subscription accounts. As a subscription accounts. Therefore, here subscription. First one, take the opening closing balance. It has given additional first one. Additional first one, it has given opening and closing balances. In subscription is income, but subscription received in advance is a liability. Subscription in arrears is assets. Right now, take the balances. It has given subscription receivable. Opening closing balance it has given. Subscription receivable opening closing balance. Subscription receivable opening closing balance. Try to complete subscription accounts. Think subscription receivable opening and closing balance as well as given subscription received in advance opening closing balance. Right, subscription receivable assets 31st March 21, 20 opening balance, 21 closing balance. Therefore, subscription receivable opening balance 500, debit side as a balance brought forward. As a balance brought forward, debit side. Value equal 500. Value equal 500. And closing balance subscription receivable 900. Receivable is assets. Closing balance carried down from credit side to debit side. Therefore, closing balance is equal 900. That value as balance brought forward debit side. Balance brought forward 900 debit side. Then in subscription received in advance. Subscription received in advance opening balance. Received in advance is a liability. Opening balance 200, closing balance 750. Think what those value. Subscription received in advance, opening balance 200. Liability, therefore credit side balance brought forward. As a balance brought forward credit side. and subscription received in advance closing balance carried down from debit side to credit side as a balance carried down. Closing balance equals 750. First one, record opening closing balance. From the beginning, I have discussed subscription part. It has given opening and closing balances, subscription received in advance, as well as subscription receivable. Right now, opening closing balance okay. Now think about it has given subscription received in cash during the accounting period. Subscription received in cash, it has given during the accounting periods. See the cash account debit side. Cash account debit side, it has given subscription received amounts for last year, this year, next year. Our accounting period, end of the year, 31st March 21. It has given subscription collection during the accounting period for last year, for this year, for next year. Think about next year received amount 750,000. It is not relevant for this financial year. As a closing balance, subscription received in advance. Our accounting period, end of the year, 31st March 21. Therefore, our accounting period 20 and 21 period. But during the accounting period, subscription received for next financial year also. That is, the value should be considered as a subscription received in advance closing balance. But here it has given closing balance separately. If it has not given, this is the value you have to consider as a subscription received in advance. Right now, think subscription received amounts. During the accounting period, subscription received for last year, this year, as well as next year, all three value received during the accounting period. All three value. Therefore, take total value. All three value received during the accounting period. Therefore, cash account debit, subscription account credit. Take total amounts 350 as well as 9,700 and 750. Think subscription received during the accounting period equal 10,800. Subscription received during the accounting period equal 10,800. Cash account debit, subscription account credit. All three values you have to consider. Reason received during the accounting period. Think subscription collected during the year end 31st March 21. For 19-20 mean last year. For 20 and 21 period mean this year. And 20 and 21 period, that's the next financial year. Therefore, subscription collected during the accounting period 10,800. Cash account debited. Therefore, this is the value should be credit subscription accounts as a cash. This is a received amount during the accounting period. Double entry, cash account debited and subscription account should be credit. Recorded subscription accounts 10,800 credit side as a cash. Therefore, 10,800 received during the accounting period as a cash. All three values should be considered. Subscription received for last year, this year, next year. Received during the accounting period. Therefore, cash account debit, subscription account credit. Now, the subscription written off. Additional third one it has given. Now read carefully additional third one. If the subscription receivable for previous year is not received during the accounting period, should be written off. Very, very important. Value is not given. We have to calculate value. If the subscription amount receivable for previous year is not received, should be written off. Then this is a subscription receivable for previous year. 5,000. Think previous year receivable amounts. 5,000 is not received during the accounting period. Therefore, 5,000 receivable. But received amount it has given cash accounts. Think cash account. It has given composition of subscription received amounts. Very important. In cash account debit side, it has given subscription received amount for this financial year. Subscription received during the accounting period for last year. This is the received amounts for last year, but this is the receivable amounts. Receivable amount for last year equal 500,000, but received for last year. Think about last year. For the year end 31st March 20. This is last year, 19 and 20 period. Therefore, receivable amount equal 500, but received amount for last year 350. Balance part not received. Written off. Receivable 500, but received for last year 350. Difference value subscription written off. Therefore, 500,000 minus 350. Subscription written off equal 150. Very important. Receivable amount equal 500,000, but received amount equal 350,000 for last year. Not received 150. It should be written off. Therefore, subscription written off equal 150. Subscription written off equal 150. Therefore, prepare workings here. Receivable amount equal 500,000, but received in cash equal 350,000. Therefore, subscription written off equal 150. It should be considered as expense also. Now think how it records. Therefore, subscription account credit as written off. Subscription account credit as written off, value equal 150, and it should be considered as expense also. At the same time, record income statement and expense as a subscription written off, value equal 150. Description subscription written off. Subscription written off 150. Subscription written off as expense should be considered. Now close the subscription accounts. By closing subscription accounts can be recognized subscription income also. Right now, credit side increase, take total amount credit side. Take the credit side total amounts. Credit side increase. Therefore, value equal 12,050,000. Take that value debit side. And difference value as an income statement. From that value, deduct 500 as less 750. Therefore, subscription income also equal 10,800. Make it income also equal 10,800. Here as an income statement. As an income statement. Therefore, this is value should be included income statement as a subscription income. For the amount megane cash received එකයි මේකයි දෙකම equal. හැබැයි හැම එකම එහෙම වෙන්නේ නැහැ. By closing subscription account can be recognized subscription income. Therefore, this is value should be included income statement as a subscription income. මේ ගානේ මේ දෙකම equal වුණා. නමුත් එහෙම වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. Therefore, this value should be included under income as a subscription. Think by closing subscription account, subscription income can be calculated. 10,800 under income as a subscription. That is the main income. Subscription as a subscription income 10,800. Right now, additional information we have discussed. Additional information. Think accrual salary also available. Therefore, there is adjustment for accrual salary. If it has given accrual salary, you have to prepare salary accounts to calculate salary expense for the year. Prepare working for that also. Separate ledger accounts. And cash account, credit side available, salary paid in, so electricity paid in cash. It has given accrual electricity. You have to prepare separate ledger account as a electricity paid in cash value available cash accounts, but given accrual electricity also, you have to calculate for the year value. You have to prepare separate working for that. Prepare electricity expense accounts. Right now, I'm going to prepare here electricity expense accounts. T accounts. We have to calculate for the year electricity expense and take the opening closing balances. You have to prepare electricity expense accounts. No need to prepare accrual electricity. Accrual electricity also can be recorded through the expense accounts. Therefore, this is the electricity expense accounts. This is the electricity expense. No need to prepare accrual electricity accounts. If it has given accrual value, those are liability. Therefore, should be recorded credit side as a balance brought forward. On a venom accrual account, accrual value also can be recorded through the expense accounts. Therefore, think accrual electricity opening closing balance. Think now this one. Accrual electricity has given opening as well as closing balance. Think this part. This is accrual electricity. Opening balance equal 200, closing balance equal 700. We are going to calculate for the year value. Based on accrual concepts, income statement should be included for the year value. Therefore, electricity expense account credit side as balance brought forward 200 as a balance brought forward. And closing balance it has given 700. That value balance carry down from debit side to credit side, value equal 700. That value balance brought forward credit side, value equal 700. Now see the cash account credit side. It has given electricity paid in cash, credit side available. Think this part. Electricity expense paid in cash 1500. Think double entry. Cash account credit, electricity expense account debit. We are going to calculate for the year electricity expense. Therefore, paid in cash equal 1500. Think values in 1000. Cash account credited already. It should be debit electricity expense accounts. 1500 as a cash. As a cash. Now close the electricity expense accounts. Difference value as an income statement. Therefore, electricity expense account debit side increase equal 2200. Take that value credit side. Then difference value should be considered as expense. Therefore, difference value equal 2000 here as an income statement. As income statement. Therefore, this value should be included income statement as expense. Think paid or not, accrual concept we have to apply. As electricity expense should be included income statement only 2000, not 1500. But think paid in cash 1500, but as expense should be considered for the year value. If it has given accrual or prepaid value, you have to prepare ledger accounts. If it has not given accrual or prepaid, no need to prepare ledger accounts. Now income statement and expense as electricity 2000 should be included and expense as electricity 2000 expense. Therefore, expense description electricity expense 2000 for the year value. Right now, all the adjustment we have discussed. Now think about cash accounts. Then cash එක මුල ඉඳන් බලන්න එන්න. All the additional information we have discussed. Think cash accounts, debit side, think from the beginning. Then cash account එකේ ගත්තේ නැතිව ගන්න. Admission fees, opening balance we have considered. Opening balance should be included under accumulated fund calculation. Then admission fee income. Admission fee income. Therefore, it should be included under income statement. 600. Record it under income. income statement and income as a admission fee, value equal 600. See the cash account debit side. Cash account debit side, admission fee we have discussed, and subscription collected during the accounting period also we have considered. This part we have considered. Think donation as well as ground hire income, also income should be included under income. Donation should be considered as income as well as ground hire income. It is given 1,200 as well as 950 under income. Record on income. Donation 1,200, ground hire income 950 under income. Therefore, under income, donation as well as ground hire income. Donation value equal 1,200, ground hire income 950. Now see the cash account credit side. Cash account credit side. From the beginning, try to complete fixed deposits. Fixed deposit, there is adjustment. You have to calculate fixed deposit interest also. Same fixed deposit value from the beginning. It has given 8 million deposited during the accounting period. 20% percentage it has given. And it has given additional information. There is adjustment relevant for fixed deposit also. See the additional information. Deposit value equal 8 million, percentage 20%. But think deposited date it has given fixed deposit. Therefore, 20% fixed deposits. Assets should be included in between current and non-current assets from the beginning. After that, you have to calculate FD interest income also. Think additional information 5. It has given deposited date. See the additional 5. So the fourth one. Additional fourth one, it has given fixed deposit was open on 1st October 2020 for 5-year periods. For 5-year periods, therefore it should be included under non-current assets in between current and non-current. Current assets for the for 5-year period deposited. But now you have to consider how many months available during the accounting period. Our accounting period end of the year 31st March 21. අවුරුදු පහකට deposit කළාට අපි income බලන්න ඕනේ මේ අවුරුද්දට අදාළ ගාන විතරයි. Income and expense should be included income statement only relevant part for this financial year. Now try to consider how many months available from deposited date to end of the year. October, November, December, January, February, March. Therefore, fixed deposit available during the accounting period 6 months. Therefore, you have to calculate fixed deposit interest income for 6-month period. Cash received or not. Therefore, fixed deposit interest income. Fixed deposit interest income. Fixed deposit value equal 8 million and given interest rate 20% per annum, but it has available only 6 months, 6/2. Fixed deposit available during the accounting period only 6 months. Therefore, fixed deposit interest income should be calculated only for 6-month period. Annual rate it is given 20%. Therefore, 6-month income equal 800,000. Therefore, this value should be included under income as well as it has not received in cash. Make a salary within Hamberanang cash account debit side as FD interest income. But cash account debit side not given FD interest income. It means FD interest income is not received. Therefore, FD interest income should be included on income as well as under current assets as FD interest income receivable. Think 6 months available. Therefore, under income as FD interest income 6-month value should be recorded as a fixed deposit interest. Fixed deposit interest income as income, you have to consider only 6-month value equal 800, as well as it has not received under current assets as FD interest income receivable. Financial position also under current assets as a fixed deposit interest income receivable. Interest income receivable. Interest income receivable. Fixed deposit interest income receivable, second column, value equal 800. Interest income is not received, but received or not, it is relevant for this financial year, therefore should be considered as income. It has not received, therefore under current assets as FD interest income receivable, as well as fixed deposits in between current and non-current assets. Fixed deposits should be recorded in between current and non-current assets. Therefore, in between current and non-current assets, fixed deposit value should be recorded. 20% fixed deposits, value equal 8 million. Record values in 1000. Therefore, fixed deposit in between current and non-current assets. This is a fixed deposit interest income receivable, as well as fixed deposit interest income under income in the income statement. Right now, cash account credit side, other information. See the cash account credit side, other information. Think cash account credit side, it has given salary, telephone expense. Those are should be included income statement. All the expense income statement now. Think salary it has given, telephone expense, as well as insurance, rent expense, water bill, security charges, and function expense, print and stationery. All the expense should be included under expense. Record it, salary and telephone. If it has not given accrual or prepaid, no need to prepare the accounts. Therefore, under expense, record it under expense. Salary will be equal 2,400, as well as telephone expense equal 200. Like that, all the expense should be deducted. All the expense should be deducted. All the expense should be deducted. See the cash account credit side, and given insurance expense 700,000, as well as rent expense, water bill, security charges, and given functional expense, print and stationery, as well as transport expense. All the expense should be included under expense. All the expense should be included under expense. Record income statement under expense. All the expenses should be deducted. Record expense. All the expense will be deducted. Then take the value also, insurance expense. Insurance expense value equal 700. Rent expense value equal 150. Water bill value equal 340. Security charges 170. And functional expense 130. Next one, print and stationery 50. As well as transport expense 120. all the expense will be deducted. All the expense. Now see the cash account closing balance also available. Cash account closing balance will be include financial position. See the cash account closing balance equal 590. That value should be included under current assets as a financial position. As a cash. Record it. Financial position under current assets as a cash. Value equal 590. Closing assets should be include financial position. Right now, all the information recorded. Try to complete income statement. Can be calculated surplus and deficits. Complete. Take income total value as well as expense total value. Surplus or deficit can be calculated. Take total income as well as deduct total expense. Income minus expense equal surplus or deficit. Take income total value. Income total value. Therefore, income total value equal 14,350. Then take the expense also. Deduct total expenses. First one, take expense total value. Take the expense total value. Expense total value. Income minus expense equal surplus and deficit can be calculated. Therefore, expense total amount equal here 10,660. Calculation balan hardi kila. Then income minus expense surplus can be calculated. Income minus expense equal difference value 3,690. That is a surplus. For them profit kila pi kiyanne me paad me surplus. Therefore, surplus equal 3,690. It should be included under accumulated fund. On a profit take a venue api kiyanne surplus kila. Reason main purpose is not for generate profit. Income minus expense. Surplus value equal 3,690. It should be recorded financial position. Recorded financial position and equity and accumulated fund. Therefore, opening balance plus surplus. Value equal 3,690. 3,690 surplus. It has available income statement. If it is surplus, should be added as a surplus. Surplus should be added. Now take the balance. If it is correctly recorded, assets should be equal liability plus equity. Now take asset side total amounts. Take the asset side total amounts. Take total amount of current assets. Therefore, current assets total amount equal 2,290. Then take the total asset also. Total assets. Therefore, total asset equal 49,490. Therefore, here as a total assets. As a total assets. Total asset equal 49,490. 49,490. Then take the equity past total value. Last column. Therefore, here total amount equal 40,900 plus 3,690. Therefore, here will be equal 44,590. And bank loan take total amount last columns will be equal 3,000. And take the current liability also total amounts. Current liability total amount take value. Current liability total amount equal 1,900. Now take total equity and liability part. Take total equity and liability part. $44,590 plus 3,000 plus 1,900. Therefore, equal 49,490. Therefore, here total amount also equal 49,490. This is a total liability and accumulated fund. Total liability and accumulated fund. Think how to prepare financial statement for not for profit making organization. Think this is a financial position. Think how to prepare income statement. Think asset side and liability side not change. All the organization, sole proprietorships, partnerships, company, all the organization, asset side, liability side not change. Only equity part change. Only equity side change. Therefore, assets equal liability plus equity. Think about income statement. Income minus expense, or the income minus expense. Accrual basis should be applied. Accrual concepts. Cash received or not for the year value should be considered as income, as expense. And only opening assets and liability should be included is the accumulated fund calculation. Only opening assets and liability. Closing assets and liability should be included financial position. If it has given cost and accumulated depreciation separately, net book value should be recorded. Net book value. Think how to prepare subscription account also. Subscription accounts. Subscription written off. Think how to recognize. As well as if it has given accrual or prepaid expense, you have to prepare separate ledger account for relevant expense also. For calculate for the year value. If it has given accrual or prepaid, it means for the year value is not equal paid amounts. Income statement should be included as expense paid or not for the year value. For the year value, opening balance should be included for accrual fund calculation. Closing balance should be included financial position. Then think subscription account you have to prepare. And think how to calculate depreciation. Think bank loan interest. Think fixed deposit interest. Those are normal adjustments. Other organizations also available. Think about sport clubs. How to prepare financial statement. Then මෙතනින් එහාට මේ පාඩම ඕගොල්ලන්ට තේරෙන්නේ ප්‍රැක්ටිස් එකේ. ඕගොල්ලෝ දැන් මේ ගාන ආපහු මේ ගානම හදන්න. බැලන්ස් උන් නැත්නම් ආපහු ආන්සර් එක බලලා ආපහු හදන්න. ඊට පස්සේ මම question number 6 දීලා තිනවා බලන්න. 6 also same way. ඒවා හදලා බලන්න දැන් මේ වගේ ගානක් හදන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා. ඊට පස්සේ තව පොඩි දේවල් මේකට එකතු වෙනවා බලන්න. Sometimes it has given life membership fee. Sometimes it has given special donation. ඒතර පොඩි දේවල් ටික තමයි add වෙන්නේ මේකට. This is a basic area. All the not-for-profit making organization, those kind of transaction available. In accounting, our duty, we are going to provide information. So that we are going to prepare financial statement. And A level, there are 4 organizations we have discussed. Sole proprietorships, partnerships, company, not-for-profit making organization. And 3 types of business available. Trading business, service business, and manufacturing business. All the business available assets, liability, income, expense, and equity. Try to recognize our duty. Think how to prepare financial statement. There are 16 lessons we have discussed on A level and 10 lessons relevant for grade 12. Balance 6 lessons relevant for grade 13. මේ මාසේ මම කරන්නේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් පෞගේ lessons ටික ඔක්කොම discuss කරනවා පව්. From next month I will discuss grade 13 lessons. Non-profit organization, some other example I will discuss next day also. As well as partnership, some example I will discuss again. Basic part I have discussed. Manufacturing account also. Some example I will discuss. Therefore, lesson 6, sole proprietorships, 7, manufacturing account, 8, not-for-profit making organization, 9th one, incomplete records. Incomplete record also some example I will discuss again. Incomplete කියන්නේ trial balance එකක් දීලා නැත්තම් දැන් මේකත් බලන්න incomplete. මේ ගාන incomplete. Trial balance එකක් දෙන්නේ නැති හැම ගානක්ම incomplete. If they ask financial statement, if it has not given trial balance, those are incomplete. ඒ කියන්නේ opening closing balance දීලා තිබුණොත් ledger accounts හදලා අපි information ටික හොයාගන්න ඕන. Therefore, think about lesson incomplete organization, not for profit making organization. Therefore, lesson 9 and 8 together. Sometimes it has given incomplete with partnership. Sometimes it has given partnership, incomplete partnership, manufacturing accounts. Therefore, there are more lessons in the paper it has given together. There are 16 lessons available, but in the paper there are 6 questions. Right? ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් අහන්න. question number 10 අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම හදන්න ගෙදරින්. practice එකෙන් තමයි realize වෙන්නේ කියලා තේරුම් ගන්න. ඒතර දැන් මේ නම් ගණන් හදාගෙන යනකොට නිකම්ම realize වෙනවා මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕන කියන එක. ඒක තමයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ කරන්න ඕන දේ. ඒක තමයි ස්පීඩ් එක හැදිලා අඩුපාඩු ක්ලියර් වෙලා අන්තිම දවස් වෙනකොට එන්නේ. එතකොට තමයි A level paper එක පැය 3කින් හදාන්න පුළුවන්. ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා අහන්න බලන්න. Life membership fee available. We have discussed special donation and drawing admission fees available. Sometimes it has given restaurants. Therefore, you have to know if it has given restaurants. Sometimes sport festival conducted. Sport festival. Some musical shows, you know, බලන්න. අන්නේම දෙයක් තිබුණොත් how to records you have to know. Right, that part I will discuss from next week. Question number 6 හදාන්න ගෙදරින් අනිවාර්යෙන්ම. Right, next day හම්බෙමු. Good night. ආයුබෝවන්.